So that's enough. We've spent a whole hour on the wheel and the car, and I nailed the word. And what did we come up with in this way? I need to take the movement of the car's shape. So I need to come to the area where the car is going to move. Let's say here, and see where the end of the movement is. 50 on the wheel. 50 should be centered. So adjust the pan to see the car clearly at start and end. Pan here too. Pan here. Is the view like this, so that when the car is at the beginning and at the end, I can see it really well, really well, really well. And here too, the pan should be like this. And here, should the pan be like this? So I can see the car as long as it's moving. From which Muscat do you see this vision? From what angle are you seeing it? And as it's moving, it never leaves my sight at all. All right, that sounds great. Why am I doing this? Just come here and let me show you why I'm doing this. So I can set up a camera in the middle. Here, you see the car from the front, and then you see it from the back as it's moving. So I come to, we took the cameras together last time. There's a camera here that moves. I can place it in front of me and the car to show what it sees while moving, or set it up from above. The camera can be placed as desired. I can place it in front of me and the car to show you what it sees while it's moving. Or I can set up a camera and come here from above, from the top. They placed my camera either from the branches or from the right or from the left or from the front, however I want. And then I can set this camera up like this. The last thing you need to know is that this is the summit. I have a camera with a target. I can fix the target, this part of the target. I fixed it with the car, meaning I can make it part of the car. The car will be a part of it. So this was, it was available to me. What do I have here? There are many exercises, let's just say from the list. I'm here. I'm going to try to keep it close to the car a bit so it moves with the car. And I see what the camera is seeing here. But initially is the camera seeing the car like this. The car is moving and the camera stays fixed in its place, which doesn't make sense. So I want the camera to move with it. That's why I set a target for the camera. I set the camera's target and I can move it back again. Look guys, I moved back so I can hold it. Initially, I can set the camera's target and make it move with the car itself. So that's available in the list, which is, as I told you, the animation list. The animation list is here. And here you have the choice or constraints. But I'm just asking, yes, it's fine. And here, can you choose? Is it the touch? So the touch is something. And if you have a path, you can make it move along the path. What's the problem? But here, I'm going to set the touch. There's something else we'll take, that it can be a path bus, or it can be a link. So you can even ask, what's the difference? Is it attached to something, or should it be? Let's try it out. If it fails, we can make it move along a path. It won't make a difference. So I'm coming and telling him that it will move with this car. Is that it? So where am I from? And I chose the width. We're going to try the bus in a bit, but it depends on the time we have. The important thing is that the exercise continues, so you can always see what the camera is seeing. Look, the camera's target is moving with the car. It's here. There's a strange movement for the camera as the car came from underneath it. There's a strange movement for the camera as the car came from underneath it. So the camera is always seeing the car. All right, I want to fix this part about the camera. I can take the camera body and move it away. I can move it further away. So, when the car moves, it looks good. The car and camera move together. You can have multiple cameras like in movies. This is camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and there's a camera between the wheels. When the car moves, it's fine. The wheel got cut off, I'll hide it. The wheel popped out, it got cut here. The car and camera move, and I pulled the camera away so it's not directly above. This is one camera. You can set up multiple cameras. This is camera 1, I'll set up camera 2 here, camera 3 here, and there's a camera between the wheels. Set up another camera on the wheel. Now, imagine the movement. Is everything clear? Good. You can set up multiple cameras. This is camera 1. I'll set up camera 2 here. Camera 2 isn't behind it, and there's a camera between the wheels. A director might say, put a camera on this wheel to capture it. Set up another camera on the wheel. Let's go outside and adjust the ground plane, moving it further away. You get what I mean? And let this one take what it takes, and let that one take what it takes, and in editing, we can piece it all together. So that's how it works. Now, I want to imagine the movement too. Let's go outside here and go to the geometry, or bring a plane for the ground and move it a bit further away. And I'm creating a plane or ground where the whole scene is moving in it. And this ground, by coincidence, when I looked at it, I found that the wheel isn't above it, so I come and lower it. A bit under the wheel. I want to see its position, so I zoom in and move around to check if my ground is correctly positioned, with the wheel or not. You get what I mean? So the ground is supposed to be here, and I'm setting up the ground in front. Now I have options to move it to the right. Look, I really messed things up, but that's from my perspective, more than the perspective itself. I mean, my goal is to work with the y-axis. I just need to adjust it a bit in the y. It's negative. I'll move here too. Let's see if I can reduce it. That's it. Just tell them. The car can look like it's elongated, you know? But never mind. Let's see what the camera is seeing. The camera is capturing this view, right? The wheel or the car is moving just like you can see. Let's cut out some things from it and adjust the operations. Of course I can. The scene of the wheel. Like the scene of our wheel or car, I can pull the camera away, you can zoom in or out. I want to add objects to fill the scene. So I can place boxes here, put another box here, a third box here, another box here. It's like making a box city. Working on them takes time, so no rush. That's it. And here, since the camera will be working, I'll also take care of it in case there's another camera. Quick setup on the other side for another camera, irrelevant to the main camera. It's not related to the camera, even if the camera is inside this building. It's inside this building, and it doesn't matter to me if there's a problem with it. I place a box here, then another, and a third one. It's like building a small city. These boxes need time, so I won't rush. That's it. With the camera working, I'll handle it if there's another one. Just quick adjustments on the other side for another camera setup, unrelated to the camera itself. Even if placed inside this building, it doesn't matter if there's an issue. Let's see the camera's view. It's capturing the wheel moving among houses, reaching the world's end. Now, I want to extend this street. Select the area, go to modify, and increase the length as shown. And here, since the camera is going to be working, I also need to consider if there's another camera. Just some quick things here on the other side in case I set up another camera and it's working and it doesn't have any relevance to the camera. I mean, it's not related to the camera at all, even if I place the camera as if it's inside this building. It's inside this building, and it doesn't matter to me if there's a problem with it. Now let's see what the camera is capturing. The camera is seeing the scene of the wheel moving among the houses, reaching the end of the world. I want to extend this street like I'm creating a street. So you select this area, go to modify, and increase the length, just like you see.